Hi guys, welcome to Drive TV. I'm Sharad, and I'm here with Sam of the Armadilettantes. Welcome to Drive TV.
Thank you very much.
Now, tell us. I've been listening to you guys, a little bit rehearsing here, and we're about to throw down. What are we about to hear?
You're about to hear a song called Jackie B Wave. That's our newest one. So yeah.
You guys, the Armadilettantes on Drive TV. Kick it, guys. The Armadilettantes on Drive TV. Guys, that was reckless and amazing all at once. Tell us, first of all, introduce yourselves, please, on the microphones. We met Sam, the drummer. Please, vocals.
I'm Sean, guitar and vocals.
There you go.
I'm either Sean, keyboard, and sometimes vocal stuff.
There you go.
And I'm Hugh, bass guitar and the occasional backup vocal as well.
So I'm just going to talk to everybody here. How did you guys, first of all, come together, the four of you?
Well, it started about maybe 2 years ago. Sam and I went to high school together, and we started playing together as a band in several different random bands with friends.
Nice.
Never sort of really work. We actually have very different tastes in music, but after a few months of jamming and blood, sweat, and tears, we sort of found common ground finally.
A lot of sweat.
And we just rewrote our first song, and from there we wrote another one, and things started moving together faster. We got things rolling. We written 4 or 5 songs. We wanted to do something with it, so I took it to a friend of mine, Tom Dobransky, who does Vertical Studios. He's recorded Said the Whale and Hey Ocean. We went to him, and we did a recording with him. And it was kind of on a whim. We spent a lot of money and put a ton of work into it.
And then you need some keyboards and some bass, I guess.
Yeah,
too,
we
right?
did eventually. And so we start looking around, and we found, I just start talking to Sean again, who I had helped out on recording his old band, Empire Alley.
Yes.
So I was sort of in a middle of my mid-20s crisis, and because my band had just broken up, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and then Sean called me up, and just asked me if I could put down a couple keyboard parts for the songs, and I sort of put down keyboard parts.
It goes well. It really goes well with your team.
Thank you.
It brought a whole new dynamic, and sort of fun, it was the part that was always missing, and it sort of brought it out.
And then the bass. Tell me about how the bass got in there.
Well, I watched these guys play one night, and I knew Sean from high school, went to high school with him, also my mid-20s crisis. And so I talked to him, and I was looking to play in a band. I haven't been in a band for years, but I used to do it, and then I kind of did a bunch of other stuff, and just getting back into it, I was looking for whatever I could find, and I just asked them, and they're like, yeah, we need a bassist, and I was like, okay, well, I'll come next rehearsal, and then just took from there. So
Did the band come first, or did the name come first? I have to know that. Yeah. Tell us about the name.
The band came first. Sam and I had gone a long while sort of figuring things out, what we wanted to be called. It used to be called mostly Lions, which came from a drunken conversation.
Nice.
Those are the
about
best
Lions
conversations.
down in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And we used to be called that for a while, and then there was this phase of 6 bands that came out that were called Living with Lions, One Day as a Lion, Lions on the Street, and we're like, Lions is way too much of a fad. So animal bands is a fad too,
But armadillo bands. No.
Armadillo
Not
bands.
yet, yeah.
It was way too clever because Sam and I were sitting down and working. We were thinking about changing the name, and we were working on it a new song. We were thinking of covering a Death from Above song, and we were working on that. And I was looking at the lyrics, and I'm like, Sam, what's a dilettante? He's like, I don't know what a dilettante is. Let's look it up. And so it's a person that sort of pursues art as a way of life and a passion, but almost sarcastically and just sort of goofily and silly, sort of a very French word.
I love it. Yeah.
And so it's that was totally us because I considered musicians who take themselves too seriously to be a very brutal point, and so the dilettante sort of worked for us really well. And then so we were thinking dilettantes. What's that sound like? I don't know. Armadilettantes.
I love it. So where can people see you? How can people first find you? Do you have a website?
We do.
Yeah.
The easiest way to find us is it's pretty simple. It's as soon as you can figure out how to spell the name, then.
So why don't we do that? Now that we have some access point on Drive TV, let's spell it out for everybody out there.
Okay.
R.
M.
This is the worst idea ever.
We're gonna screw it up for sure. But we should make it.
Okay, now let's say it backwards.
Put it up on the screen. Put it up on the screen.
Armadilettantes.
Can you spell armadillo?
It's Arma.
Learn how to spell armadillo and then change the O to an A.
Arma.
And you split into 3 parts, really easy. Armadilet, Dillet, and then Tantes, T-A-N-T-E-S.
Which also means dance.
Yeah. Wow.
Really?
And wait,
Some
so,
might
so
be.
wait, I need to know, how is that a website? What's going on here? Talk.
MySpace,
Oh yeah, we've got
MySpace,
MySpace,
Facebook.
Facebook, Twitter.
Facebook,
Buttcraft.
Twitter, we have.
Yeah.
MySpace.com/Armadilettantes.
That butt crack, yeah.
You'll get there, but if you just Google Armadilettantes, you can figure out how to spell it, you'll find us really fast.
And now, where can people find you playing?
Oh, well, we got a show this Wednesday at Backstage Lounge.
So Backstage Lounge. What other venues would you guys be hitting up?
We're gonna hit up we're gonna hit here again. We're playing
The
our
Beaumont, by the way. We are at
We're
the
in the
Beaumont.
Beaumont.
Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna hit it. We're gonna play a big CD release party here on
Nice.
the 24th. That's a Saturday night
Of October.
of
No,
October.
it's
So
not
it's a big call.
You can come here in September, but
I was just
I
gonna
don't know
say.
if anything interesting will be happening,
Yeah.
and I probably won't be here.
Yeah.
I'm going to show up on September 24th.
We're actually having a party here.
Are you?
TV is having a party here on September 24th.
Well, then,
On September 24th?
Yes, we are.
So we will be here.
okay, well, a month after that is our CD release.
So there you go. It's a practice. It's a practice.
Yeah.
And I just have to say, every time I see you guys play, I remember the first time I introduced you guys, I had a little bit of trouble with the words, but I definitely did not forget the music. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for being on Drive TV, and more to come right after this.